Ray Kurzweil is working on behalf of Google to abolish death, and to some his vision will sound like wild science fiction fantasies. But in fact, the developer really has thought outside the box. Not only did he predict the year in which a computer will defeat the world champion in chess, but also the collapse of the Soviet Union. For the near future, he says, artificial intelligence, AI, will triumph. According to his prognosis, we will merge with AI within just a few years. Yes, even become an AI and therefore immortal. Ray Kurzweil is regarded as a mastermind of transhumanism, and that's why we'll get right on this exciting topic here on Clixoom Science and Fiction. Welcome.
1, 2,
Artificial intelligence, cyborgs, and human enhancement, for example, the artificial optimization of humans, are a hot topic. And indeed, many areas such as nano, gene, and neurotechnology ensure that we get the chance to evolve accordingly. Many see this critically, contrary to the opinion of followers of the transhumanistic conception of evolution. They say that aside of biological evolution, humans will evolve as a new species. Accordingly, we will then no longer be limited by body or psyche. There are three possible visions. On the one hand, designer babies, for example, a genetical new human being, so-called genome editing, makes it possible. The devotees hope that genetic manipulation over generations could create people who are radically different from us today. According to the supporters, parents are to decide independently on the design of their offspring. In plain language, no more children with disabilities will need to be produced. The gene pool of children can be modified according to their own will. Then, once the biology of humans can be changed, the culture will change step by step. How do I design my child to avoid being discriminated as much as possible? At least 1.80 meters tall, white and hetero, although the IQ will surely be adjustable through a chip later. The second version is about the implanting new human cyborg. Nanorobots in the human body could make hybrids of man and machine more robust. Many of the human body parts would therefore no longer be biological. And the third version, the digital new man, also called upload. This vision is quite radical because human consciousness is transformed by complete digitization. The name of this process, whole brain emulation or uploading. The brain is defined here as a kind of interchangeable hardware. Man and machine have become so close to each other that a digital copy of people is possible, as well as a download of the identity. Our respective brain software can be transferred to avatars. According to Kurzweil, then, as I said, small robots, i.e. nanobots, will be on the way in our bloodstream fighting illnesses. And it gets even better. This idea involves a digital immortality, because after all, you can make any number of backups of this designed new man. To make this possible, many research teams around the world are working to read the body and its processes, because these have to be recreated in humanoid robots in the so-called Human Brain Project, which is funded by the EU. The human brain is to be simulated. In the end, then, artificial brain parts will gradually replace the human brain, and you can imagine it, this could actually be used to combat diseases like Parkinson's. After all, nature should ultimately be overcome without suffering and death, just as computers. Yes, as I already mentioned, there is also plenty of criticism of the transhumanistic ways of thinking. First, there are existential concerns, like Stephen Hawking, who predicted the end of the human species through the development of AI. The AI researcher Hugo de Garis also sees it. We will not be able to keep up. We will only be a superfluous species. As we humans do with annoying flies, the robots will wipe us out. Risk researchers even see the development of AI as the worst threat of humanity, in addition to a nuclear war. Other critics of transhumanism criticize a very different aspect, namely the unscientific nature of this way of thinking. On the other hand, they see humans as a complex system that simply cannot be easily represented in numerical codes. But before any of this will actually happen in the near future, many aspects have to be clarified. In any case, it must be prevented that human dignity is violated in any way. And for that, we need detailed moral and ethical discussions as well as clear legal frameworks. Either way, the threat could be closer than we thought. Humanity will sure leap further and further in future. In fact, scientists are working on the fastest way ever to travel space. Check out our video 3 days to Mars right here. And do not forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell to never miss another episode right here on Clixoom. See you soon. Stay tuned.